What it do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're going to talk about Renegade Media and high power fitness issue right now, man. Because I think it's kind of funny, but hey, man, YouTube entertainment, right? That's how we do it nowadays in 2025 with the triple double OGs. And what can you do, right? So before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you already know, man. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, por favor. And man, let's do this, man. So now talking about this content, right? Renegade Media and High Power Fitness got some kind of fuel, more High Power Fitness, right? Renegade Media is doing his thing over there. You already know. He usually drops content. He don't pay attention to nobody, and that's the way to go about it, right? This time he did pay attention to somebody, and he mentions somebody. But this started with Renegade Media dropping a video on the so-called neighborhood from High Power Fitness, right? For those who don't know, man, I'm just gonna put it like this: Renegade Media talks about certain cases. He'll get it from case laws, maybe individuals give him some information, stuff like that. But stories that I know personally that he has said, I know that they're a lie, right? So I can only speak on the stories that I know personally. Uh, there's He created a lot of things that didn't make sense. It didn't happen, and sometimes he put somebody as the main character when that person was actually not the main character, or even was not even a participant of that story, right? But that's his story, that's his thing. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's getting about that bag. And if people do it, well, he can't do it, right? Let's just be honest about this, right? Again, different folks, different strokes. Everybody's gonna drop their content based on their character, their get down, and that's it, right? So apparently, High Power Fitness didn't like this. He made like 3 videos back to back. You know what I mean? And every video is about explaining why he said this on the first video and why he said this on the second video, and let me elaborate. And here comes a conclusion and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, when these videos are gonna stop, right? Even the individuals who watch the videos, like, come on, OG, you know, that's what they said. He said, come on, OG, like, come on, man, let's talk about this fitness. Like, what's up, man? You getting out of track right here, homie. Again, he said he never gets out of track, but that was the case, right? Eventually, he dropped more content, saying that he had a Renegade put a hit on him with this trolls that he sent people over there with. Come on, man, that didn't happen. And just I'm just being honest about this, right? I'm just being honest. That didn't happen. I don't see Renegade Media saying, "Hey, man, go over there and troll old boy," you know, on his video. I don't see Renegade Media do. I see other people doing it. I heard about other people doing it, right? Which I'm not gonna say who, but for those who don't know, and for those who don't know, man, it's best just to keep it like that. And the thing is that now Renegade Media did drop a video again about a case that happened in Monte. And some look, the OG didn't even know about this video. You know, the OG wants to say that he knew about this, but he didn't know about this video. Somebody in his comment actually asked him, "Hey, are you gonna respond to Renegade Media?" He said, "Why? What he did or what happened?" So he dropped another video on your neighborhood, right? Alleged neighborhood. And he was like, "Oh, hell no." And then he said, "Well, he's saying that you are bringing his name for cloud chasing," which I do believe that. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dropping content after content, and it's like, come on, man. For those who don't know the content of High Power Fitness, supposedly he's a coach, right? That's what he said. He sells his services, not service, but he gives you some advice, right? And that's his hustle, right? Respect that. So he started this channel, and how he started this channel is what basically talking about other people, right? Mostly about Gunner and Dub, yeah, Gunner and Dubs, right? Eventually, people were like, "Damn, man, like, I thought this shit was a fitness channel," and he was, as the same way that he was gaining subscribers, he was losing some subscribers, right? Because he was gaining subscribers from you from Dubs and Gunner, and he would listen to some subscribers that just went in there for the fitness, right? But they were not getting that stuff. And I'm just saying it because I seen comments and stuff like that, right? Because when I'm gonna do a content, I'm trying to do a little bit of homework, right? Then eventually he listened and he put a little about he started talking about a little bit about health. When he talk about a little about health, still continue with talk about other individuals. I mean, people start complaining again. They say, "Man, come on, man, you gonna talk about Renegade Media again? He don't even fucking listen to you. He don't even acknowledge you." Then he's gonna. Then he started talking about Doves Gunner again. It's like, come on, man. All you do is talk about those individuals. Like, okay, let me give you a little bit of advice, or let me give you a. I'm gonna tell you why I do agree with this, why I don't agree with this, and stuff like that. And people start complaining, right? Eventually, he dropped that a little bit more again, and he's doing his thing, right? So he dropped a video. Somebody asked him, "Hey, are you gonna do this or what?" And he said, "Hold on, what did old boy did?" He said, "Hey, he was talking about your neighborhood, talking about Renegade Media, talking about his neighborhood, dropping content about his neighborhood, and where he's it's basically a foul case, right? And where somebody from that lives right there. I'm not gonna say that he was a member of that because it's not my business. I don't care, homie. But it was a foul case about things that are not allowed in prison or on the streets, right? Something to that people don't like, and basically that was a low blow. You know, he's saying he mentions that people are bringing his name up, highlighting basically High Power Fitness, because High Power Fitness likes to drop content after content on this individual, trying to give advice to Renegade Media when you already know, man. Renegade Media is doing his thing, and that's it now. Now, the thing is that High Power Fitness dropped a video, right? He's saying that he's playing chess, not checkers, when it comes down to this, and that he knows why Renegade Media dropped that video, which everybody knows is obvious. You don't have to play chess to figure this out. And at the end of the day, one of his subscribers, one of the individuals who commented on the prior video, said this, like, "Hey, man, he did it because he wants to get back at you, because he was saying that you're cloud chasing on his name and stuff like that." And even though High Power Fitness tried to deny that, "Oh, I'm not picking up views," trust me, he's picking up views when he brings the name Renegade Media, and he goes, puts the word fuck on things, you know what I mean? Like, fuck him, or what the fuck he thinks he is and stuff like that. That's gonna be bring up views. And that's just honestly, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it 100. Now, if people want to act like, "Oh, that money don't matter to me," or "I don't even pay attention how much money do I make on YouTube," that's bullshit, homie. In that case, why even pay attention to what's it called, to monetize your video? Why you even paying attention? Why you even go that extra step to take a picture of your ID, put your social security number, if you didn't care about that money? Let's just put it that way, you know, because it is a hustle to do all that stuff, and put the bank account and do this and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Like, all that lying and making shit up. Like, come on, man. It does not make sense. But it's their story, and whoever believes it, it is what it is. Now, Renegade Media was telling a story on, I mean, trying to give you advice on this story, which I'm gonna call it how it is. You know how I see it. So this individual was giving advice in why, I mean, how the older individuals, right, school the youngsters. I don't know if he was throwing chats at High Power Fitness about being an OG, supposedly an OG, schooling the youngsters, and he was saying how they school the youngsters, and basically say, "Yeah, that's right, get yours," and stuff like that. And the youngsters grow up basically not respecting girls, women, just basically how they see them as a sexual object, right? And in all honesty, I think a lot of us grew up like that, especially when you're young, because you think with not this head, but with the other head, right? And that's just keeping it real, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us grew up like this, and man, what can I tell you, right? But apparently, he's saying that the older individuals are teaching this or making it okay for the youngsters to do this, and these youngsters grow up to basically, at the end of the day, they is going to be objectifying women, right? Now, this is why I do disagree on this, because if he's giving this advice, right, he's lacing you up like aquí o chingón más que wow. Why would he have his old lady? I don't know if they're together or not. It's not my pedo, but why would he have his old lady on OnlyFans? Now that is when, like, come on, man. If we're gonna keep it real, let's keep it real. Like, let's not try to give advice when, in a way, as an older individual, that's what you were doing when you used to go lives and tell Evan, go and check out my lady's OnlyFans page. You know, I don't know what kind of content it is, but for what I know, OnlyFans has to do with shit like that. You know, so that's when I do disagree and I call a lot of bullshit. You know, and I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it 100%. Right? I don't agree with High Power Fitness is doing. Basically, getting on Renegade Media content and stuff like that, and actually uh go at him. You know what I mean? Like talking shit. Because at the end of the day, High Power Fitness ain't gonna do nothing about it. How many times Renegade Media has talked about Vicky Stones? You know what I mean? I seen the content, alright. You know what I mean? I know what happened and what didn't happen. And I might make a video saying, you know what, you probably meant to say this, so let me correct you a little bit, but that's about it. I'm not gonna be over here calling him names or trying to do shit like that just for, at the end of the day, for attention. That's what it is, right? At the end of the day, we just creating content. That's why we're creating this content right here, because a lot of people are gonna want to see what my point of view is this. And like High Power Fitness says, you know what I mean? One of my subscribers or multiple subscribers asked me to give my opinion on this situation, and that's what I'm doing right now, right? So at the end of the day, you just listen to our subscribers, and hopefully they like this video. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos.